Welcome back. Today we are talking about Chapter 12. Meetings, conventions, and expositions are a growing segment of the hospitality industry. Because of this growth, most cities have a convention and visitors bureau. Their main goal is to attract business and recreational travelers to their city. By attracting large meetings, conventions, or expos to the city, they increase revenue from venues, hotels, and restaurants, stimulating the local economy as a whole. Destination management companies offer services to groups traveling to certain destinations. They may handle everything and every aspect of a visitor's trip, or just some of the specific details. Meeting planners are staff members or contractors hired by companies or associations to plan their meetings or events. The benefit of using a qualified meeting planner is that their expertise can save the company or organization time and money. The meeting planner is familiar with budgets, contracts, audiovisual needs, space requirements, travel, meal planning, and more. They may also have relationships with venues, hotels, or catering companies that will allow for a smoother planning process. Meeting planners will begin the planning process by completing a needs analysis. They need to be sure that the company or organization hosting the meeting has all of the key elements accounted for so the event can be a success. Each event will have a budget. All aspects of planning and hosting the event must fit into this budget. Once the meeting planner knows the needs and budget for the event, they will submit an RFP or request for proposal to several different venues. Just as with sites like hotels.com for finding an individual hotel room, there are websites dedicated to submitting RFPs to multiple venues for event planners. This makes the process much simpler and saves time. Once the meeting planner receives a proposal from a venue, they can decline it, accept it, or negotiate the terms. There are countless terms that can be negotiated, from food and beverage minimums, room fees, audiovisual costs. Once the terms have been hammered out, the venue will draft a contract and submit it to the meeting planner for approval. In order for a contract to be legally binding, it must have an offer, consideration, and acceptance. An offer is the details of what the venue will be providing, including meeting rooms, tables and chairs, food, staff, and more. The consideration would be how much the organization or company will pay for those goods and services. Acceptance is a signature acknowledging agreement of the contract. So let's talk about different types of events. Meetings are gatherings designed to bring people together to exchange information. However, there are numerous types of meetings and events, so I'd like to break those down for you. A clinic is a workshop-type educational experience in which attendees learn by doing. A clinic usually involves small groups interacting with each other on an individual basis. A forum is an assembly for the discussion of common concerns. Usually, experts in a given field take opposite sides of an issue in a panel discussion with liberal opportunity for audience participation. A seminar is a lecture and dialogue that allow participants to share experiences in a particular field. A seminar is guided by an expert discussion leader, and usually 30 or fewer people participate. A symposium is an event at which a particular subject is discussed by experts and opinions are gathered. A workshop is a small group led by a facilitator or trainer. It generally includes exercises to enhance skills or develop knowledge in a specific topic. An exposition or expo or trade show is a gathering of industry professionals to present information about their business. A convention is a meeting that also contains an expo or exposition. So those are the different types of events. But who hosts these events? Associations are responsible for planning a large percentage of meetings and conventions. These may be trade associations, professional associations, medical and scientific associations, religious organizations, and government organizations. These groups all host meetings. They may host annual meetings, conventions, expositions, board meetings, seminars, or workshops, and they may range from 10 to 10,000 attendees. So where do they hold these events? These events are usually held in large cities or regional hubs in close proximity to a major airport or train station. Meeting planners want to remove any barrier to entry or any reason a person might not attend the event. Having a location that is difficult to get to certainly deters people from attending. Convention centers make a great location for large conventions or expositions as they provide a large amount of flexible meeting space and are usually close to accommodations or other amenities that attendees will need. Many meetings take place at hotels or resorts, allowing the attendees to stay just a short walk from the meeting space. Some universities or colleges use their event space and dorm rooms to host events during the summer months when fewer students are on campus. I am particularly fond of urban meeting spaces such as Convene. You can find a link to their website in the text below this video. This company offers flexible meeting space in LA and other major cities. They offer everything from a small office for a home-based entrepreneur to hold meetings, so they look more professional, to full-service multi-day event space for hundreds of attendees. So, do you remember back in Chapter 4 when we discussed room setups? This is going to be relevant again here as we're talking about events. These room setups such as theater, classroom, horseshoe, boardroom, banquet or dinner, and reception are all important to event planning basically event planning 101. I suggest that you revisit these layouts on pages 171 and 172 of your textbook to make sure you understand the differences of which groups might use different setups for the different types of events they might host. So sustainability, we talk about it in relation to every topic pretty much. As with hotel and restaurant industry, going green can help the organization or venue's image as well as their bottom line. Many events will give attendees a branded reusable water bottle and have beverage refilling stations throughout the event as opposed to giving out disposable water bottles or cups. In addition, many events now provide a cell phone application where attendees can view relevant information rather than giving out a printed program or agenda. New event venues can factor sustainability into their construction by using natural light to reduce lighting costs or better insulation to reduce air conditioning and heating bills. So looking forward in the event industry, the need for associations, companies, and other organizations to meet in person doesn't seem to be going away despite ever-advancing technology. Venues and meeting planners must work to adapt their services to the changing needs of their customers. These events must offer more than just sharing information that could easily be done through other means. They must provide a personal, unique experience to keep attendees registering for their events and businesses sponsoring their events.